Hey guys, it's Liz. Today I want to share with you my last project for Saw Crafters as a guest design team member for the month of February. As you can see here, it's another storage unit. Saw Crafters carries a lot of storage units, made out of wood. She carries a lot of stencils, other wood pieces, embellishments, you name it, she's got it in her store. Awesome shop and great pricings, you guys. And I'm going to put the link below to Saw Crafters shop in case you guys are not familiar with her store. And I will also put down the discount code because there's a discount code available. It's LizFans, and you can get 10% off your purchase of $30 or more when you use that code. Okay, so don't forget to use it if you go on over to Saw Crafters store. And this is a little storage unit that I created, and this is also going to double as a belated birthday gift for one of my sisters. And let me see, where am I going to get started? Kind of lost my train of thought there. Sorry about that. Okay, the paper collection that I used is by Prima, and it is called Stationer's Desk, and I love it. I love the vintage feel of it. I love the colors. I love that it has black. You guys know how much I like black, with other color combinations. I think it's just stunning. It just makes everything pop, And the reason I picked that paper is because my sister's not into, the bright and shabby and pastel colors or anything like that. She likes the darker colors. So that's why I thought it would be perfect for her, and it's this cute little storage unit, and she can actually use this as like a jewelry box. You can store earrings and bracelets and things like that in the little drawers, so I thought that was perfect. And very easy to assemble, you guys. Really not a whole lot going on. It's extremely easy. Just separate the pieces and you can easily put it together. And I did not paint the outside of my unit at all because I knew it was going to get covered with paper, so I only painted like the edges here. I painted that in black, and then I painted the drawers inside, and let me show you. Okay, so here's the drawers. Okay, very easy to put together, and I think I've mentioned before, I use a little bit of glossy accents in the joints just to make sure that, it holds, but you can use any other crafty glue if you like. And then, so I basically just painted each of the drawers with 2 coats of black paint. I think it's by Folk Art. I think it's called Lamp. No, Ebony, sorry. And then I just covered the fronts, the drawer fronts, with the paper from the Stationer's Desk collection, and I think it's just so pretty with all the roses and the vintage images. Of course, I splattered some paint on it. I wanted a grungier effect. I also added some texture, and I'll show you that in just a second, where you can see a little bit on the drawer front, but you'll be able to see a little bit more on the unit itself. Okay, the inside is covered with paper, and all my edges are inked with black soot. And there you can see, if I pull the drawers out, you can see that I have finished the inside. So like I said, you don't really need to paint anything except for, the drawers and just the little sides, or, these little edges here that are going to show through. Everything else you just cover up with paper. I mean, unless you want to paint it, then you can. But see, there's the finished unit on the inside, covered with the paper. And then you just kind of put the drawers back in. And there you go. Oh, and I wanted to show you one more thing. On the drawer pulls, I used, these I believe are bead caps. I'm not, heavy into like the jewelry making, so I don't know all my terminology, but I'm pretty sure these are bead caps because I got them at Michael's in the jewelry section a while ago. Here you can see what it looks like. And I just really liked the shape of them. I really liked the fact that they looked aged. They were that like pewter. And all I did is I added this half-back pearl to the center, and it sort of looks like a flower, and it's got the little center, or it could be like a vintage button. I thought that would be pretty, and I just used E6000 to glue it to the front of my drawer, and that way it just looks like a little vintage drawer knob. And so that's what I did for that. And I liked Sabrina's idea. When she did her drawer unit, she used the zippers by Prima. I thought that was a great idea, but I couldn't find them, so I had to improvise and use something a little more vintagey to go with my unit. Okay, so that is the drawers. I covered that, and let me show you the sides. Okay, the sides are all covered with paper. It's, quite heavy, so I'm going to move it around a little bit, but these are the sides. I covered them with the paper. Again, all the edges are inked with black soot. And I'm going to bring this just a little closer so that you can see the texture that I created. The texture is a grainy medium, and I'll show you real quick what I used. It's by Viva Decor, and it's called Faro Special Effect Paste. And I love this stuff. It's very smooth and easy to work with. I didn't want to use a whole lot. I just wanted to grungier edges, so I only used a little bit with like a sponge dauber. And here you could see, and it's like it's almost like ground stone, and it's got a little bit of shimmer in there. Very pretty, and it just gives it like a really cool grungy look. You know, that's the look I'm going for my sister. Okay, so I did that to all the edges on the unit, including the back. Okay, this is the back. I covered it with the paper again, added some of that Faro to the corners, splattered a lot of black paint, just wanted to look grungy. And then you can see the back of the clock here. I did, let me see. Probably see it better. There we go. For the back, you know, I did paint the clock, of course. I wanted to add a little bit of shimmer, so I dabbed some of that Faro on here as well. So it just creates a little bit of shimmer. And then also a little bit of gunmetal paint by Folk Art. Okay, here is the other side, similar to the one I just showed you. Okay, and again, you can see the splattering of paint and the Faro in the corners. Very pretty. I love it. It's all grungy and metallic. I think it's perfect. I think my sister will love it. And let me see. So now I'm going to go over the front. All right, first of all, let me see. I'm going to move this back a little. Give me a second. It's kind of tangled up in here. Let's see, how do I go back? I always forget. Okay, there we go. All right, so for my clock piece on top, I wanted a little bit of texture, and hopefully you are able to see that. When I painted it black, I went ahead and I stamped it using Versamark. I used a script stamp and just stamped, you know, of course it's going to be random because it's not a solid piece of wood here. And then I used clear embossing powder over that and I heat set it. So I created pretty cool texture. Can you see that? It's really cool. And then I just dabbed the top of that with the Faro. So it looks pretty grungy and very cool with all that shimmer. And so here is the top of my unit. I was going for, you know, a little eclectic artsy feel, and that's the vibe. And I used some of the chipboard pieces from the stationer's desk. This is one of them here. This is a chipboard piece. It's almost like a little postcard. And then there's another piece back here. This one here. It's pretty long. It goes all the way across, but of course it's going to get covered. And it's like a ruler. And I inked the chipboard pieces with vintage, not vintage photo, black soot. And then I did back them up with a piece of the designer paper, just so you don't have, you know, the whole stickiness going on in the back. Okay, I splattered some paint on them. And then for the top of this little postcard, I added one of those hinge clips by Tim Holtz. I just added it up there. It's not glued or anything, it can come off, but I thought it was cute up there. And then I've got a little fussy cut dragonfly from the paper collection that I added on here. And then I've got a bunch of little eclectic finds, if you will. This is all, you know, stationer's desk, so I'm thinking writing and that kind of thing. So I made like this little ink, oh gosh, what's it called? The little ink bottle. And this is a little Tim Holtz vial. I filled it with glossy black paint because I wanted it to look like it was wet, and I just kind of swirled it around. I painted the inside. And then this little tag here, or label, is by Seven Gypsies. And then I used the Tim Holtz rub-ons to, you know, just spell that out. Or it says make a wish. So it is her birthday, belated birthday, so I thought that would be cute there. And then I just tuck a feather in here. So this would be like the quill, you know, and this is a feather, a black feather. I just have it coming out from the bottle. And let me see. Back here, I've got this really cute little wooden phone piece. Let me show you. These are also from Saw's shop, and I believe she still carries them. She had gifted me a couple of these for my birthday, and I haven't had a chance to use them, so I thought, what perfect time to use it in my project. And so I've got that back there, and I left it wood. I wanted the, you know, another color instead of just the blacks and the reds. So it's inked with the black soot. Then I've got a bunch of flowers, all kind of clustered around. These red ones I colored myself using the Aged Mahogany stain by Tim Holtz. This is the perfect red for the Stationer's Desk collection. And you know, now that he makes it in the spray, how awesome, right? So this is great color. I colored that huge flower and the little ones as well using the Aged Mahogany. And then I've got some white ones for my stash, these gray ones here. are from Michaels from, you know, the $2 section. So I thought those would well. I've got some fussy cut elements from the collection as well, kind of poking in and out of the cluster. I've got the strand of pearls. I think this was gifted to me by Sabrina. It's like a charcoal gray pearl. Thank you so much, Sabrina. It was perfect for my stationer's desk unit. And then I've got this little game piece. This is by Tim Holtz, and it's got 37 because that's how old my sister is. She probably would not want you to know that, but that's how old she is. And I dabbed some of that aged mahogany on top, and then also some black soot, just so I can tone down that red color, and it's perfect. Over here, I've just got the little cork top that goes in here for the little vial, and I have it on there. I've got some little scissors. I use my E6000 to adhere these on here. And then this here, oh my gosh, I forget what these are called, but they're also by Tim Holtz. They're those, is it type block letters or something like that? I can't think of it. But I picked the C because her name is Claudia, so that would be her first initial. And to bring out the C, I just dabbed some gunmetal paint on the front of that. And then sponged it off with just a wet paper towel. See? So it looks kind of grungy, and then it just makes the C stand out more. And then I've got some more flowers back here. Again, this is from the Michaels $2. These are for my stash, and this is the little red one for my stash that I colored using the aged mahogany. Here you can see some of the pearl strand coming out from the cluster. And then in the back, this is just a fussy cut piece that I cut out from the stationer's desk. It's like flowers sort of, branching out. And it's got leaves, and I just wanted that to go over the clock. So really pretty. I love the way it came out. I think it's so cool. I mean, it's very artsy, right? And like very eclectic. I think my sister will love it. Like I said, she's not a really frilly type of girl. I mean, yeah, she loves flowers as long as they're dark. But I think the elements that I used on here are perfect. And I think it's turned out to be such a cute piece. I almost want to keep it for myself. But I know she'll love it. So it's going to go for her belated birthday. And so that is my piece, my last project for Saw Crafters. Aww. But I had a lot of fun designing for her this month. Her pieces are amazing. You guys definitely need to go check out her store. She's got great pieces, you guys. And don't forget to use your discount code LizFans for 10% off your purchase of 30 or more. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate all your support and the wonderful sweet comments that you guys leave for me. I read them all, and I try to respond to everyone. And I guess that is it, you guys. I will see y'all real soon. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.